We bout to play 2K. Brutalsim, step back J. Kobe got that clutch, throw it up, that's game. I'm going through the lane, Russell Westbrook quickness.
What up? It's your boy. You don't know Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and me with a next video for y'all, man. So this was actually requested, man. A lot of people see a boy out there grinding, out there getting these overalls. Right now I'm sitting at a 95 overall and I'm about to approach 50% ish, somewhere around that area, man. So the grind don't stop. Y'all know how it is. So I learned a few things along the way while repping up my player, man, and I'm here to give y'all a little update on my rep up method, man. So of course y'all know how it is, man. Hopefully this video help y'all out. Y'all already seen the background. I got over 80k in this method that I'm using, so y'all know how it is, man. So you see in the background, y'all, this clip was taken from one of my live stream, which I do on Twitch on a daily basis. I don't know why y'all are not across here, man, but the link is in the description. Y'all could follow your boy, man. All right, now it's gonna be muted because I'm listening to some good music, man. Y'all know it's a vibe across there, so I'm gonna mute it, of course, and I'm gonna make it all, break it all down for y'all to make your life so much easier. So let's get to it, y'all. All right, so of course, if y'all been watching my previous methods, I'm one of those people. I'm a playmaker, of course, and I abuse the pick and roll lob. I always try to run the defender into the pick, into the person that's setting the pick, and I'm running that pick and roll lob. Now I like to do it out of a size up, of course. Now I do have the dribble move that I use on my channel. It's gonna be at the end of this video, so y'all could click on that to find out the dribble moves I'm using. But I like to do it out of the size up, and then the defender goes into the screener, and it's simple. So in certain situations, the person you're calling for the screen is a little slow on setting the screen, and not only that, after they set the screen, they're a little slow on making the roll. Now if you throw it, and a lot of times this is going to be a turn. I saw the roller a little bit held back. I decided to switch it up to a teardropper. Right, on these pick and rolls, you got to be able to adjust to what the defender is doing. Now check it out again, man. As I call for the pick, of course, and my teammate is a little late on the roll and I'm way in front, I could risk it and throw it. It might get there, but you know, the flow does actually rack up a lot of points. A little bit iffy because it's all based around percentages, but you know, if it's that wide open, you might as well hit that floater. Now on this next clip, show you a different situation. This is something I just started doing, which is really effective. After I got around the defender, as you see right there, I do not allow the defender to recover, so I did the seal off dribble. Now let me show you it again. Now the reason why I did the seal off dribble, this is to buy a little bit of time for my teammate to roll a little bit, right? If you see my teammate is way back, I did the seal off dribble, pause the defender, and this actually gives my teammates enough time to make the roll to the position where I could actually throw the lob easy, free. Of course, to do that little seal off, you got to press down the left trigger when you're dribbling in front of the defender and he's trying to recover. Real simple, really easy. Now this takes us to the single most important thing when repping up, y'all, the team takeover ball. Now a side note, that's something for me to drop for y'all, man. Whenever you're close to getting this bar filled out, the game kind of cheats you and make it extremely difficult for you to finish plays. It actually tries to get you to do some turnovers or some misses, and with those you will lose the bar. But whenever you're successful in filling this bar out, what I like to do is, on defense is where it's most effective. I like to switch and take control of the center position, and I like to put the team into half-court trap. Now, my goal is to protect the paint whenever my teammates are trapping. Now, also, I like to hold on the L1 and L2. When I hold on these buttons, it forces my teammate to actually play really hard, intense defense. And you're going to see a lot of traps being made, a lot of turnovers, and a lot of jump balls at the same time. As I said, very simple. Switch to the center position, protect the paint. Hopefully you got a rim protector in there or a glass cleaner in there, someone who could block shots, and then hold on the L1 R2 button, L1 L2 button, my bad, L1 and L2 button to force the teammates to play some defense And it's that simple, y'all. If y'all been in my streams, y'all will see when teams are like they start off with a huge lead, I'm not worried, because I know whenever this team takeover badge or bar get filled out, I could definitely start dominating to the point that the next team are not gonna see a basket, and it's gonna be a huge turnover in terms of me scoring versus them scoring. Right? Really simple strategy, but this could definitely change the game and raise your grade and get you these wins to get all these extra points, man. All right. Now, as you see in the background, this is something new I added to my rep up system as well. It's the baseline, calling for the screen on the baseline side. Now, in previous videos, I did do a little somewhere in the vicinity, but not directly here. And the difference is this time I'm actually telling the person who's setting the screen to set on the side of the baselines, so I will actually have the baseline to use as my advantage. As you see right here, in certain cases the defender is going to fall back. Now what you need to do is run your player into the defender, pulling the defender towards you and leaving it open for the roller to just roll for the lob. It's very simple, really effective, of course. And it had a game yesterday in the stream where I actually scored 100 and something points, where they locked off all day. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That game, they actually sealed off the roller the entire game. I wasn't able to get any lobs, but instead I actually scored, I think it was like 130 or 40 something. Easy buckets. It was 90% dunks, all right, because the baseline was always open on this pick and roll if they're trying to stop the roller from receiving the lob. So that's something I definitely added to my game, as you all see right here. And in some cases you could actually do this and hit that teardropper as well. The teardropper is always a good something if things are looking a little iffy and the lane is open, you could just hit them a quick teardropper to get those extra points as well. Don't forget that is a weapon that you should utilize at all times. So Brute, what happens whenever I meet up on the lockdowns like the Jimmy Butler of the world, the Kawhi Leonard of the world, man? And then you see in the background, I got Jimmy Butler on me, and you all already know these are the players that rip us constantly. Now what I do, I start on top the same way, but now I'm doing the pros dribble moves. I'm actually protecting the ball by pressing down the the left trigger, and I protect the ball. Now I'll call for the screen the same way, of course. Same way, same strategy, simple. The only thing I do is hold down the left trigger to protect the ball out of the pick and roll, bro. Very simple fix. It's not that complicated, bro. Alright, I'm not gonna spam the size up, so you're not gonna get the dribble. What you get? You get something for doing the size up before, man. Some dribble before to moves or something like that, bro. You're not gonna have that, but you are gonna still have a really effective pick and roll. Now that's the next strategy I use for the Jimmy Butler type, of course. I like to sometimes I stay in the back of my court, in the back court, before I cross over. But you gotta look at the shot clock, man. You gotta not get that 8 seconds violation. And I call for the pick while I'm in the back there. Run up, do a behind the back, you receive the pick, and then the lane open, or you could actually run the pick and roll lob the same way. Now check this out in slow motion, and the reason why I decided to do this is because you see right there the bar is almost filled, and I know with the Jimmy Butler they make the defense so much better to force a turnover. I couldn't afford to risk it, so then I decided to use this backcourt cheese, and yeah, that's what I like to call it. And then I got the Takeover badge, and the same strategy I used before is what I initiate. You see on the drop, I switch to the center position, and then I start holding down those buttons to try to force the turnovers, man. Alright. Now I want to highlight this clip for one reason and one reason only. Floaters are not the only alternative when driving and there's open lane. In some situation, when you see the defender coming, it is better to attempt a dunk. Now this dunk, if you look in the top right corner, counts as a posterizer. You receive a bunch of points for posterizer dunks. Now this is just dunking when the defender is in the vicinity of the basket. You don't have to get contact dunk to actually initiate the posterizer, to actually have access to the posterizer points, man. Alright, so in certain situations, dunking is a lot better than floaters, man. Alright, just a side note, just something for y'all to keep in mind. As I said, it's all about making constant adjustments and just trying to maximize each possession. Okay, that's what I got for y'all, man. On a quick side note, just remember how I call pick and rolls, bro. I quick tap the L button, right? The L1, I quick tap it and I press the icons on the player's head. And to switch the direction where you want the screen from the player, you gotta press down the left stick. Very simple, very effective, man. So hopefully this video helped you all out. You already know how it is, man. Your boy Sim. This video was actually requested on one of my most recent videos, and I do appreciate all the feedback I get from my subs. Right, y'all know how it is, man. For me to drop tutorials, I gotta know what y'all need. So put some feedback in the comment section. What do y'all want to see me do next? And I'll check it out. And of course, y'all know how it is, bro. Once I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. And if y'all figure anything else out, hit your boy up on Twitter at Brutalsim, or you could hit me on Instagram. Just type in Brutalsim. You won't see me pop up. Or you could come and follow the stream, man. I'm on Twitch. Come chat up with your boy. I'm gonna be streaming a lot. I'm right now streaming daily, pretty much. I'm streaming in the day, and I'm trying now to add some night streams with it, man. So come chill with your boy, show your boy some love. You done know, man. And don't forget, y'all, if you're first time to my channel, don't forget to like the video, share the video, and hit your boy a subscribe. If it's not your first time, like the video, share the video. You never know who's gonna be informed. Your boy Sim, one love, respect. Bless up.